Hi guys, it's Kara again, finally doing a tutorial, and I know it has taken me like months to do one, but I'm trying to get better and doing them more often again now. And we're doing a makeup tutorial today. I know it's been like forever since I've done one, so I figured we'd do another one. I talked about makeup in a post a while back, but today we're going to actually do an airbrush makeup tutorial with the Temptu airbrush. I love trying airbrush machines, and I don't know, I feel like it's much more light and airy on the face. So when summertime comes around in spring, I love using it because I don't feel like it's as heavy on my face. It's lighter. The Temptu is sweat like proof and wet. So anyways, I'll show you the look I'm going to do today. You'll see a picture on the blog. It's going to be inspired from the Minkoff Spring 2014 New York Fashion Week that I saw her makeup on her runway look. So I loved it. It was a good bronze tan, but with a pink blush and a nude pink lip, and I don't know, it was really perfect for spring, I feel like, and summer. So we're gonna do that tutorial today, and yeah, hopefully you guys like, and I'll try to explain it well, and we'll get started. So before, when I used airbrush, I had never used, let's see, a primer base before, and it makes like the world of difference. Make sure you just have a clean lotioned face. So you want to make sure, I like to lotion my face like, I don't know, before I do my hair or something, then I'll do my makeup. I like to let it sit for a while. So don't like lotion it, then immediately put your makeup on. But anyways, so this stuff is kind of different to use. You'll see that off, so you're just gonna switch it to on back it says on. You're just gonna push it just a little bit so you see the primer come up. You're gonna relock it and then just put it all over your face. Okay, so once we've put that all over your face, make sure it's locked, put it back on. Okay, so now we're gonna start with, well, this is the order I'm gonna do. I don't know if this is like how you're supposed to do it or if it's correct, but this is the order that I like to put my makeup on. I do my primer, and then I do a layer of my concealer where I have blemishes and underneath my eyes. I'm gonna use the Temptu Concealer today as well. The packaging is actually really cool. And the color I'm using is 102 Porcelain. So just roll it up. I like it under my eyes, on my chin, on top of my lip, and then a little on my forehead and down my nose. And then just with this concealer today, I mean, you can use a concealer brush. I have one from Sephora that I like, but I actually, with concealer, I don't mind just rubbing it in with my finger. It's quick and easy, and I feel like it, I don't know, I can rub it on pretty even with just my finger. You can also put this on your eyelid. I do that a lot before I put my eyeshadow on, or you can use like an eyeshadow primer. Either way, whichever you prefer. Okay, so now that we have it all rubbed in on our blemishes and wherever on your face that you want, now we're ready to airbrush. So here's what the system looks like. It's just the Temptu airbrush system. Here's your sprayer. Yeah. Here's the dial right here. I always just keep it at like 3 o'clock. Just everything that I'm doing, because I don't do eyeshadow with it, I'm just doing face stuff, is good at 3 o'clock. And yeah, your power button's just right on top. Okay, so the color of foundation that I'm actually using is 002 Ivory. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, now, so as I was showing you, you shake it up really good. Every time before you use it, make sure you shake them, so not just like the very first time that you're using it. And then you're gonna take off this bottom silver cap. So it's just like that. And then there's this little plug right here. You're going to keep it up, and I'm just going to unplug it, And then you just plug it in to your gun, press your side button, that's the release, and it just snaps right in. So it's really easy. Now I'm going to turn it on, and before I turn it on, because it's a little bit noisy, all I'm going to do is circle throughout my entire face, pulling the trigger halfway back. So there's full way, right? I like about right there. And you're just going to do it across your entire face. I like to start from the outside, go from the inside. If you have any extra blemishes, take a little bit more time on that spot. But make sure you don't like stop and go and stop and go. You want it to be a continuous thing so that your foundation is all even. So I turned it on. Yeah, you should feel some air at first, and then until you pull until you pull your trigger, you won't feel any makeup. But I like to try it on my wrist, like when I'm first working with the airbrush machine, to make sure I can see it come out, because sometimes on your face you can't tell. But anyways, so I'm just going to be about 4 inches back, and I'm just circling my face. Now airbrush foundation, when you put it on at first, I don't know, this is just me. I feel like it's not doing anything. I feel like I'm like, okay, when's this going to show up? But trust me, I like to do like a base layer of it first, and then step back, look at it, and then see if I want another layer or not. Because if you give it a second, it starts to show up. But it gives your skin just a really porcelain-like, doll-like look. And it doesn't really look like you're wearing any makeup, which I think is perfect for like the summer and spring. And my hair is a mess. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that should be good. So once you're done, you're just going to press that button again to release it, pull it off, then you'll just put that plug that's out right there. I'm just going to plug that right back in. And then you'll just put your cap on it. Sorry, I have a cold. And you're good. Okay, next we are going to do, well, I like to do my blush next. And the color of blush that I'm using is Peony Pink 407. So it's like a bright, it looks really bright. But actually I love this airbrush blush. I've had a lot of problems with using airbrush blush before, but I really like this one. I feel like it doesn't go on so crazy. You can like do it a little bit more evenly. Okay, and I'm just going to do it for this look. She has it just pretty much on the apples of her cheeks. So, but it's just a nice pink to brighten up your cheek to give it some color. Okay, next I'm going to do my bronzer. And you can do a totally different like contouring, but for this look today, she's like completely just bronzed on like her lips and a little bit around her forehead and nose. So we're going to go for this look. So it is just the bronzing color, that's what it's called. Shake it up. And she's a little heavy with the bronzer in this main picture that is on my site. So we'll go a little bit more bronze than cheek. Okay, do some on the nose. I still like to somewhat contour the nose with it, not fully, but rather than just doing it all over my nose, I just do it like on the 2 lines. And then just on the outside of your face and forehead, just where the sun would just naturally hit your face. Okay, so we're very bronzed for this look, if you can see that. Okay, and last what we're going to do for the face, because she has, it looks like a little bit of highlighter on the top of her cheeks, just to go along with that bronzing look. So we're going to use the Champagne highlighter from Temptu. Sorry you guys, I keep sniffling and it's probably way annoying, but it's driving me crazy too. Okay, so I have it on. We don't need very much of this at all. It shows up quicker than you think, so just do it on the top of your cheeks a little. And that really should be good. Okay, so we're done with the airbrushing part of it. It's really easy. So I'm gonna wait for just a minute, and then I'm gonna put my, this is just a setting powder. I've also never used this before with airbrushing, but it makes the world of difference. Again, makes it more sweat proof and everything. So after you let your base set for just a minute, you just open it here. I just pour a tiny bit in my lid, so it's just a little bit, with my big powder brush. Just pat it around, and then really you just need to pat it on your face. Don't like rub it in, you just pat it. So it takes a little bit of the shine away, but it doesn't mess up your color or anything. I'm like a stickler on that. I hate when I put powder over my foundation and I feel like it's changing my color. I just want it to matte it up just a little bit and hold my makeup on. Okay, so you see how that took a little bit of the shine away, which is perfect because you don't want to look shiny, or at least I don't. To finish off this look, I'm not going to do too much eyeshadow or anything because it looks pretty nude. And her brows don't look too drawn in, and mine are, I have pretty dark eyebrows and thick anyways. So I'm just going to use, I just have this cheap Ulta, can you see that? Ulta brow gel. All I'm going to do is try to like mess them up just a little bit. Kind of have your eyebrows sticking up just a tiny bit. Okay, and for my eyeshadow today, I'm just going to use the Naked Urban Decay Basics palette. And the main colors that I'm going to use are the Foxy, the Naked 2, and the Faint. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Foxy. Just a tiny bit, sorry, on my lid. And then up top, just so it gives you that matte skin color. Honestly, you don't need very much. When you use the Urban Decay palette, you'll learn that a little goes a long ways, and I love that. So now we're just gonna do the Naked 2, a tiny bit on the eyelid of our eye. Okay, so that just gives it the nude. And then I'm going to use the Faint just for my crease, but literally just a tiny bit. Okay, and then for this look, I'm just going to blend it in really good with my Airbrush crease from Sephora, just because hers is really blended in on her eye. Okay, so that gives us some eyeshadow, but not really heavy. It kind of goes along with the bronzed look. And then I'm just going to finish my look off. I can't really do it right here, but all I'm using today is, because it looks like hers is mostly just up top and a tiny on bottom. Actually, I'm going to use my Stila. I don't have it out here, so I'm going to go in my bathroom and use it. Just my Stila eyeliner. Just do it on top, a tiny line, and then on bottom just a little bit. And then I'm just going to use my CoverGirl Super Thick Lash Mascara. And I will be right back. Okay, so I just put on my eyeliner. I used the smudge crayon on bottom of the Stila, the Stila smudge crayon. And then I didn't do a ton of mascara and eyeliner anywhere, just a little. Yeah, because that's what her look wasn't a ton, just wanted the lashes to show but not super thick. And then actually for the lips today, I am going to, well, I have a lot of lipsticks on there that you can use, but I wanted to match them with my blush because it kind of looks like they matched on theirs. So I'm going to use my Temptu blush and do it lightly on my lips. I'm going to turn my dial a little bit bigger so that it's more just exact on my lips, and just barely So you want to do it closer. And then that matches my blush perfect and gives me the little bit of the pink lips. So that was our look today. The Rebecca Minkoff inspired look, and we used the Temptu airbrush along with the other eye products and all that, but I think it'll be perfect for spring and summer, and yeah, a good everyday look. It's extra bronzed here, so you can change little things, you know, a little less bronzer, a little less blush, sorry, or whatever you like. But this will give you the airy finish, the porcelain look, and yeah, I hope you guys like. I will try to be back much more with tutorials because hopefully they help, and yeah, thanks for following, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.